Looks like everything's going. Maybe turn this down a tiny bit. Test. Yeah, that's better. All right, so hopefully that doesn't peak. Got a new. It was almost close to empty, so that's my new paste storage to go along with the insane gesso bucket. So hello, uh, just streaming. Like eventually, I'm gonna piece all these together to create like a video about the big skull that I did, and probably other stuff too. That I can piece together into like one coherent thing. Still working on my setup. I think I got it like kind of okay. Um, right now I got a microphone, so hopefully I sound a little bit better. My, you know, I feel like my camera setup's still a little wonky, but I'm not really sure what to do yet. So got to do some research, figure that stuff out. Hopefully I don't bash it around too much. So I'm gonna work on several pieces today. I'm working on my shrine. Um, that I've taken pictures of and shown you video of. I did a time lapse video today of me painting the inside of it. The only reason I haven't been doing that stuff on stream is just because it's like it's just too it's too big. Like the piece is too big, so it makes it really hard. Um, my garage is full of garbage. Not like garbage, but just like the accumulation of years. It's like almost impossible to get around in and get into and stuff. So I'm hoping to get a long dumpster very soon and literally just like clean out my garage and turn it into a studio space. So I'm hoping that happens pretty soon. We will find out. So yeah, I'll explain each thing as I'm working on it. You know, hopefully this angle isn't too like wild for you guys. Hopefully you can see a little bit better, like kind of what I have going on than past streams. I don't really know, so I got to go back and like watch all of those. And like I mean, if it turns out that like the streams aren't like a suitable thing to do the step by step, I don't know. I'm trying to clean this gesso off right now. But if the streams aren't a suitable way to do like the step by step, what am I trying to say? Like video for the skull, I'll just end up doing another one. So if you're like concerned about that, which I'm sure you're not, that would be really fucking weird. But if you're concerned about that, yeah, I guess don't be. There's a way to is how I would say it. So yeah. So here we got paste. Um, if you're unfamiliar, the paste that I use is effectively half white glue, half water. Ingrudo is typically like a flour mixture, but it does have a tendency to mold. And I don't live in northern Mexico, so sometimes it's a little more humid here. Not a ton. Like I live in, northeast Colorado, so it doesn't get too humid. But we are in the middle of August. It's rained pretty much every afternoon for the last few days. So I try to stick to glue because it dries a little bit faster and there's a little less chance for rot. And then here we have a new thing. This is just some vegetable oil. We are going to attempt something new today. So I am going to be working on a molded piece that I have a Cupid doll that I have some tape over it so that it creates a facsimile of a mask. And we are going to try to create like a little Cupid luchador. We'll see how that goes. A lot of different things. Like a lot of this paper mache stuff that I'm working on is like me experimenting, right? It's me trying to get better at it. It's me trying to teach it to myself. It's me trying to expand my repertoire and like create like I don't know, create pieces that I can use like either like at booths to like sell or something eventually, or even like to think about putting into shows and things like that. Because in the long run, like, isn't that what we all want? Is to like show off our art and like express it to other people. So looks like I've had a few pretty high peaks, so I'm trimming it down a little bit. If you come in and you feel like I'm too quiet, just let me know in the chat. I will put something about that into the chat. So that I can just yeah, so that if anybody notice that yeah, you know what I'm saying. Oh, whoops. I don't. Okay, good. I'm muted. Okay. So, new mic. If it sounds too quiet, just let me know in the chat. Enter. All right. So that's all I needed from there. All right. Well, past that, I think I'm ready to go. Let's get to work. So here's the guy I was talking about first. He's a little cutie patootie. Uh, this thing is absolutely horrifying to my wife. She hates it, and like the worst part, the reality is I should be trying to coat this with Vaseline because that's what I had read and that's what I had seen in videos and stuff. Um, but I don't have Vaseline in the house, and I didn't really feel like making like a third trip to the store because I already went and got wire and sandpaper and all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna try it with vegetable oil. First thing I'm gonna do is get some of these cat hairs off. I think I have these. I have some little needle noses, which is not what they're for. They're for twisting wire. Depending on what's going on, I may do some armature stuff too today. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm just trying all sorts of different things, seeing what works best for me. Trying to create trying to create a bunch of different stuff, like just a body of Cartoneria, which I'm sure I say wrong like all the time. So here we go. Into the Vaseline. Well, vegetable oil. Why would you lie to us like that, Gabe? All right. So the way I saw, so I watched a documentary about Pedro Linares. This is stuff I've talked about like on these lives before, but I mean, yeah, might as well keep talking about it, right? Nothing else to chat about. So, uh, watching the video, like I saw that most of the stuff I've been doing is like molded paper, right? Like I've taken like paper, crumbled it up, taped it together to like make molds. You'll see some of that when I get to the bigger skulls, right? That I'm working on. But like what they did had more to do with, the mold is like slicked up so that things don't get messed up, and then like it's more about putting paste on the paper than it is on the mold itself. So let's get started. Oh no! Don't drop it on the floor. That doesn't help anybody. Into the paste. Let's get this going. Whew. Had a meeting today at work about like kind of future planning stuff, and we talked about the ofrenda that I want to work on making uh, for Dia de los Muertos, and just kind of trying to get the community involved, right? So that the pictures aren't like our friends and family, like the people that work there so much. I mean, some, right? Like, I definitely want to do like my grandma and stuff like that, but which, man, I don't, I wonder if I have a picture of my grandma. It's totally beside the point, but like really thinking about involving the community by having them like bring in pictures and tell stories like that. So, all right, let's work that into the creases. So that oil on there, it's a very different feel than what I'm used to, right? So like a lot of what I do is like the paper on paper, and I mean I'll get to some of that here in a second, but just because of that, like it's sticky on sticky, right? And this is for sure sticky on slick, and that is a little strange. Right, so he's looking a little to the side. Didn't get his head as straight as I probably should have, but I'm gonna rub that in a bunch like that. Almost well, not almost, but tearing through some of it. I'm gonna do some smaller pieces to kind of get that. This guy going like so. And then this guy like so. And then I want really accentuate the mouth at least a little bit. Oh man, I don't even know if the tape was necessary. Guess we'll find out. Just trying to smooth out some of these creases because some of that is pretty intense. And I don't know that I'm like overly concerned if I get the fingers in this, but I'm going to try. I hope that glue isn't having some weird like chemical reaction with with the vegetable oil to make it more sticky somehow. That would be totally freaking wild. All right. So I'm pretty sure the way I'm gonna have to cut this is gonna be like it. This genuinely may not work, but I am looking at the way the head looks and thinking to myself, I may not have needed to create the mask on it. Like that might end up being something that I just paint. And if that is the case, I can probably work on the larger version of this that I have. But we will see. This guy may not work out at all. Like when I really think about how I'm going to get this off of there, it's it's dubious. We're dubious at best. That's what we're looking at. My wife told me she was going to Panera to get food for the kiddo, and all I can hear is Redman in my head going, "Wine and dine at Panera," from the Prof song Pack a Lunch, which, if you haven't heard, is a very funny song. Mel's really going to hate that this little guy is on the porch. Man, I have this vague memory. You ever have those moments where you have just like a crazy memory that like you can't quite connect it with reality? I have this vague memory of like someone either having like a gnome or like a something like some little garden yard thingy, uh and he would put it out all the time on the like the husband would put it out all the time on the porch, and he thought, and this might just be my imagination or from a movie or something, but he thought it was very funny, and his wife was like so freaked out by it that she was like offended that he was always putting it out. I don't know. Just for some reason that made me think of it. All right. Oh, no, we got to get rid of that. That doesn't look good. Oh, ooh. These arms are tricky. Paste. So I've been watching a lot of the precious Juggalos guy, or at least I try to. Like, I go back and watch his streams sometimes, and when I can catch it live, I do, and I love to chat with him. And it's funny because, like, I spent so much of my life just like being annoyed that Juggalos like exist. And now I realize that, you know, it's just a thing. You know, we all have our things. Oh man. All right. So this is, I think that worked okay. All right. I got a little hole right there. Man, I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll find out. Ooh. Man, some of this does not want to smooth out. All right. Sorry, just trying to freaking organize my OBS so I can type in the chat. All right. This little one is looking pretty well covered. It looks not great, but we're going to give it a shot. The vegetable oil seemed to make it very loose, like underneath. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to run this outside. I'm going to go like this. Putting, oops, thing out to dry. BRB. BRBR. All right. All right. Next up, we're going to get back to the shrine piece. So, if you don't recall, or you weren't paying it, you weren't paying attention, or you weren't on this, which would not be shocking. So this is the angel for the front of a Mary shrine, right? Very specifically, like the Virgin of Guadalupe, right? But the shrine will be devoid of a Mary, right? The piece will be entitled to all the Virgin Mothers, or a shrine to all the Virgin Mothers, and like that's kind of the idea, right? Um, is that there's no such thing as like a Virgin Mother, so it's this empty shrine. But that doesn't mean we can't like appreciate the beauty of it, right? So first things first, I'm gonna continue to try to define like his little face by creating a little bit more brow ridge. Right, I've been slowly working on this, like with each layer of tape and newspaper. So this will be the last bit of newspaper that I do on this one. Oh, sweet. The dog is barking. You know I love it. I'm thinking he needs a little more chin as well. Because it just looks like he has no chin. Build it up a little more on the nose. All right. Oof, that's one. That's going to be one weak-chinned cherub. All right, here we go. Big coats. So you want to get it to like, and I mean, I've said this a thousand times already on these streams, but you want to get it to like this, like right, right as it tears kind of consistency. So like right now it's still like solid, but if I like, it just comes apart, right? And you want it to like get these pointed at the camera. I don't know if you can see this, but see how there's kind of like little hairs from like where I've torn it, right? You want those. Like that gives you the texture that you need to like really, really get this stuff to stick. And you're just covering every bit of it again. Oh man, thank goodness he's dropping his bone. My dog is lovely and I love him, but his bone is annoying. All right. Piece over the top, I think. It's going to sound so good. Oh, now the cats are up to it too. Don't worry, we'll get. We might not get cat close up. It depends on if either of them come back to the bed while I'm doing this. All right, there's probably about to be a bunch of extra talking because I hear my wife pulling in. And by my wife pulling in, I mean I can hear her talking outside. Hey, Cody. Oh, tell me you didn't move it. You didn't move it, did you? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Cody. I would love to see it. Just know that I am currently streaming, so everyone can hear the words you're saying, and by everyone I mean no one.
Oh, hey, whoa. Your microphone is like super cool.
Yes.
It's. Sorry, they probably can hear that.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
It's a rainbow. Ooh, what are these?
Shrimp crackers.
Oh, never mind. I thought that prawn said chicken for a second. What's
No.
that?
This is a little angel.
Ooh.
It's just, I mean, obviously it doesn't look like it now, but so his arms are up and his head is tilted.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We have body parts too.
Oh yeah, please leave those alone. That took me a while to get that set up.
Oh. You gonna de-hair her?
I have mostly.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm gonna go all the way with like the soaking in water and pulling out the plugs and all that
I was
stuff.
gonna say, if you need help with that, I'm the person that can help.
I think I'm just gonna cover it with tape.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't like. I don't want to do that.
No, I completely understand.
Feels very time consuming.
It is.
Anyway, show me your.
Okay, we got her.
Oh, very cute, very cute.
And then,
Oh, I like that. That's really nice. Good job, dude.
Mom got me food.
No, she called me.
I know, I was there.
I know you were. I could hear you.
Does doing paper mache feel like weird and like gross on your hands or no?
It's pretty sticky.
One sec.
Like it's sticky and yeah. I mean, you can touch it.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I mean, that's getting kind of drier, but all right. This guy's coated. Let's take that outside. Okay. Next bit we'll do is the moon. So second coat on this guy. I mean, I think it's going pretty good. There's not too many sticky uppies. It's going pretty good. Turlet.
No, she didn't get them. No, I said, did she go into the room? Yeah. I accidentally left the door open, and then she tried to get my birds, and I yelled at her.
Yelled.
I said, "Skittles, get
Give
out!"
this to Dad. Let him know I got thick ones again.
Hi, I'm right
Hi.
here. You can just let me know.
Hi, Dad. I thought maybe your hands were.
Ow! I'm so good at this. Here's a gift.
I don't
Do
need
you have
one.
scissors?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
here's-
right up there in that cup.
Cut. Pull her.
I'm just gonna put this on your little thingy next to your bed, okay?
Okay. It's pretty messy over there. Sorry.
Okay. I like this stuff.
Oh yeah. Did you see the shrine? Did I send you a picture of that, Mel?
Oh, I like that a lot.
I like the purple.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I worked on. That's what I worked on this earlier today. I keep wanting to say this morning. So this is the moon that goes in the shrine, right?
Ooh.
So have you ever seen here? Let me show you. Give me a second to get this piece off. So concurrent viewer, whoever you may be, hello. I am about to show my boy the way to what's that?
I don't know. It just, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's not that weird. I was just like, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm going to show him a picture of the Virgin of Guadalupe because I don't think they know what this is going to look like.
Yeah, you're right. What even is your camera? Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Don't drink all the water, Loki.
Yeah, Loki. I've seen that before.
right? So it's gonna look like this. So right, so there's the moon, there's the little angel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go after your kitty.
I'll have everything except for her.
The big lady.
Yes, the big lady in the middle. My child is very, very familiar with Catholicism. Can you tell?
The big lady.
The big lady is in
I
there.
don't know who she is, but it's the big lady.
So, would you like to know who she is?
Do I want to know?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, that just so you have knowledge. Knowledge is good. So, I want you to think about if she is titled the Virgin.
Is she Mary?
There you go. You did it.
Oh yeah, guys.
Good.
I'm so smart.
Good job. Yeah, she's Jesus's mams. Oh no.
Yeah, I learned about that at church. Sadly, bro.
Sadly, he says. I mean, it's true.
Sadly, bro.
That is also where I learned about it. And like honestly, like I don't really have a lot of problems with the philosophy
I don't mind learning about it.
and the mythology of Christianity. I just have a problem with a lot of the people. And now my viewer is gone. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry, bro. So, how do you know who's watching your videos?
I don't. I
So-
can just see how many people are on at a time.
Hey, I'm making a book.
You're making a book.
Yup.
What?
Yup.
All right. Smoothing out, smoothing out. Oh man, so you ready to be super jealous of Gus?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Guess what Gus got to do on Sunday?
I don't know.
Go see the Savannah Bananas.
Who?
The baseball team, the crazy baseball team that like dances and stuff.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah. So the tickets were like $100+ bucks.
Oh, okay.
Like, but
Yeah, we don't have that kind of.
they sold out like all of Coors Field. She said it was packed to the gills and that it was like so much fun. And what's cool, so like it made me think of you because Gus also has the autism, right? But Gus was talking about so they have a time limit. Like baseball games don't typically have a time limit, but they have a 2-hour time limit. So if they don't get through all of the innings by the time that time is up, the game is still over, right?
Oh.
So,
Oh my lord.
so Gus said that they got about an hour and 45 minutes into it, and they were just like, "All right, I'm done." You know, like they were just like, "Oh, this is too much." And then she looked up and saw that the clock said that there was like 15 minutes left, and she's like, "Ah, perfect." You know, and so
Me too, bro. Me too. Yeah. That was me in Access today. I was looking at the clock like every 2 seconds.
yeah, that used to happen to me all the time.
Come on, bro.
Dude, there was this one
Come on.
clock that was the worst when I was in high school, where like it would go, tick, 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 but when it got to like the top of the minute, it would go, tick,
Oh my god.
like
bro.
it would add like an extra second, and I was like, "Oh, you're stealing my life!"
I like.
Back
so,
outside to dry.
Because we have like not like normal clocks like the.
There's a song by Mayhem called Chainsaw Gutfuck. They were a super happy band, Cody. All right. Next up, this guy. This is called a mandorla. A mandorla is a full body halo. So this is the part that you see glowing behind the Virgin. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you're telling me, but cool.
Love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Have fun.
I am.
Go draw. Bye.
Sweet. So I'm just going with my second coat of newspaper on all of these, and then I will do craft paper after that. So that's what the new step of the process, right? So after watching a lot of like Pedro Linares, a lot of like Cartoneria, like tutorials and stuff, a lot of them happened during COVID in Mexico, which I think is really interesting. One thing that I've been really loving discovering is that YouTube's closed captioning will auto translate, and so there's a lot of stuff that even a couple years ago I probably wouldn't have had access to because it was all Spanish and pocho. So I don't know any Spanish. Well, I mean I do, but not a ton. So it's interesting that I now can access a lot of that and learn a lot. Like, and it took me a while to figure that out, right? Because like your algorithm doesn't want to give you things that are in a foreign language very often. So I had to like really actively like seek some of this stuff out. Dang. That piece did not get gluey enough. Oh, whoops. Alright. Bump my mouse and accidentally open something else. So this one more thorough with the paste. As always, like if you have questions or you want to, see me do something specific, that'd be kind of cool, right? I never thought about that. Like if you come back and watch this later and you think of something that you think would be fun for me to make, let me know. I will eventually get into like making alebrije and stuff like that, but the projects I've started first. So this one, like, just because I'm doing a lot of overlapping with these big pieces, means that I'll be able to just go right to the third coat with the craft paper. I mean, probably not today. It's still got to dry and stuff. But dang, I can really hear the cicadas out there today. I wonder if you guys can hear them. I don't know. Who knows? Let's actually move that down to cover that spot. It's funny, in an effort to keep some of these points, I've actually inadvertently exposed cardboard as I was trying to smooth it down last time. It's kind of nice, like going from newspaper to cardboard, like you can see it, and then now I'm going to be going from newspaper to craft paper, so that'll be different as well. And this goes like on the back, so it's not horribly important. I do want to give this at least like one full over the back because I will want to gesso and paint it. Gesso, if you don't know, is basically plaster, glue, water, and paint and cornstarch all kind of put together to create like a good surface to paint on. And this will require quite a bit of painting. Before I finish the stream tonight, I'll be sure to show you guys the shrine. I did paint the inside of it today, so it's starting to look a little less just weird. So I want as little of that kind of stuff, or like that kind of stuff, as possible. It's about really smoothing those things out. Smooth transitions. So when it dries, it's just like one coherent piece. May have been a little mumbly. Cats are being naughty in the living room. Are the cats being bad? He's licking the what? Huh. Seems like a choice. And we're gonna have to get like a, I think I'm gonna get one of those foam like flower things to set this on top of, because it does not it does not sit tall enough, even though I freaking measured it twice. cardboard there, but I'm way less worried about that on the back. All right, that's coated pretty good. Out to dry. Be right back. All right. Sound of that bag dumping. Sound of skulls getting ready. Got 4 of them. I think they all turned out fairly good. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're cool. There's those. We're gonna get a first coat of newspaper on them. It's starting to get a little. So that will be that. Start with the one that I like the least. And finally, so this is the big guy that I've been working on for a few things now, right? We're gonna craft paper him. And then that will probably be it for the day, but cool. Let's get to it. It's being a little pesky, huh? You have to surface a little more, maybe? I don't know. Not quite doing what I want it to do, but it's getting there. It's going in. Next. prep the surface of this tape more. All right, next one. Almost made the same mistake twice. Real sappy. Lots of sap. Oh, the dog has come in. He won't stay in here for very long. Wonder how the luchador is doing. I'm gonna definitely let him dry until tomorrow before I try to cut him out. I have the day off tomorrow, so I will probably be streaming again then. Probably more earlier in the day, but oh no, actually, probably not. So I also have school starting here in just a week. I go back on Monday, so my days off from work will become my days on at school. So I'm hoping to keep up a lot of the pace, but we'll see. See how the semester goes. Like everything else, I'm doing it for me. Oh, thank you. I'll probably get on that after I finish these guys up. I got 3 more to go. Appreciated. Oh, thanks. What's up, dog? No, nothing? All right. I'll tell myself. I don't know what's up with you. go to waste, right? Cover up some of these dumb spots. All right, here's that one. Boom. Right? I give you a bunch of angles, then you can kind of see. All right. Couple more skulls. Dang it. Not ripped the way I wanted it to. That's okay. Ah! I can't. I don't think it helps much, but it helps some. Hey, what's up?
Mm. Stand here.
Hey. Goodbye. So these skulls look like Neanderthal skulls. Neanderthal. All right. Whoops. Out to dry. 2 more to go. Well, 1 and then the one that I'm doing craft paper on. Ugh. Ooh, last one. I think this is the one that looks the best. It's also pretty big. really know what my heavy cyan is about today, but just one of those days. Those funk days. I mean, I know part of it. I didn't sleep like very good last night, so did make me write on Substack last night, though. If you want to visit my Substack, it is also called If I Hated You, You Would Know. So very easy to find. Somebody asked me, what does that mean? Well, it means that if I hated you, I would just tell you. So if you're over there thinking to yourself, does Gabe hate me? The answer is probably no. If I haven't explicitly said to you, Jesus, I hate you. I haven't delved too much into like politics and stuff, but I'm hoping to put some more of my opinions out there, but anything like finding ways to like create a better body politic, as it were. Because, baby, I'm an anarchist. And you're a something liberal. Oh, dog getting in trouble. Spineless. Because, baby, I'm an anarchist. And you're a spineless liberal. That's how that goes. Couldn't remember. Don't quit your day job, Gabe. There you go. Number 4. Alright. And then the big one, which is craft paper, and then we'll be done. So these is the next thing. So the next idea is to use craft paper, so we know that we have a good coverage, but also to give it a little bit of sturdiness. It's just going to go right there. And get started. Ooh. It's pretty hard, but this will make it super solid. Very different feel. Dang, I think if I do like one layer of newspaper and one layer of craft paper from now on. That'll be fine. Because this stuff is going on real good. I mean, dang, like, it's not perfectly smooth. That's just, I need to practice to get to there, but I mean, that is looking pretty sharp. Gonna have to get some kind of setup for the craft paper roll. But also, craft paper cheap. I got like a massive roll of it for like $6. That's one thing that's nice about working, doing Cartoneria is that the supplies for it not that expensive. It's folk art. It's a craft. Like it's arts and crafts, but in but in a serious way. Dang, I got almost 2 hours today. I got a lot of art done. This isn't the only thing I worked on today. I got the shrine painted. I'll show you that before I wrap up. But I am going to go time with my wife. She's great. I feel like that sounded sarcastic and it was not meant to be. It's cool. Like being able to see, because like my first layer is like newspaper, and then my second layer has also been newspaper until I got this craft paper. So it's kind of hard to see what you've gone over already, and you really do want to get like a at least 2 layers on here to make it really stay together well. Is what I've noticed. I don't know. You may have a different experience. Mileage may vary, etc., etc. Wonder if you can hear my kid being loud downstairs on the mic. I doubt it, but it'd be pretty funny. Oh, that dried gesso got on there. It's funny. All right. Well, I believe that puts us at the end, my friends. Because these pieces are going back here. And then this thing has a third coat. Alright, this is my second biggest piece so far. My first one being the shrine, which I told you guys I would show you before we took off. So, I'm going to set aside for just a second. I don't want to run it out quite yet because I just want to wrap this up. So, I have to forgive laundry and whatnot, but so let's see how this is. Here's where we're at with that. All right, and then the moon and stuff all go in there next. So that's that. So the cats have fled, obviously. I'm going to go take this last skull outside and then past that. Done for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Just a quick reminder that